Peggy 16.
Alrighty, and the final day one DLC character we're going to cover is Kunimitsu. I think this is the character that most people are looking forward to the most, Mike?
Not me.
Looking forward to the most.
Looking forward to the most, Bob.
Ancient Ogre. But she's
Really?
a close second.
Alright. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and talk to you a little bit about her. Let's give you a general overview of Kunimitsu. Alright, so Kunimitsu is a very interesting character. She has a lot of course, Yoshimitsu's moves. She's got, his Stone Fist and his other spins. She has a full crouch mix-up game as well, although she does not have an unblockable sword sweep. She does have, like Mike just showed, that little full crouch sweep.
Which was actually a traditional Yoshi move back in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Now his does not trip unless it's on counter hit. But she does get that on regular hit. She also can do her hop kick from full crouched, and she can also do her while standing 3 exactly. So she's got a good full crouch mix-up game. She's got a lot of good pokes and a lot of evasive tools as well. She's got like her up back 3s, flip around, a lot of jumping around going around here. Yeah, as you can see, Kunimitsu, very evasive. She also has some back turn moves to be a little more tricky as well. She can spin away back turn. Her key charge actually also leaves her spinning away. She also has other evasive moves like her 1+2. And basically a lot of evasion built into this character. As Mike was also showing, her down 1+2, the little quick stance that she has that can also do a lot of additional attacks.
Even her supercharge, she's evasive.
Right, I mentioned that, thank you.
Oh.
And another key feature that separates her is that she has a stance in this game, basically off of her forward 3, and we'll talk about that in a second. But her forward 3 dashes pretty far forward, and she's got basically follow-ups after it, which we'll go into in a second. So let's go ahead and talk about her homing moves and bound moves, Bob.
Alright, so let's go over the homing moves and bound moves. She has 3 homing moves. First, we'll go with her standing 3. It's a high move. It's pretty quick, but it's probably not your first option because, again, it is high. She also has a forward 3+4, just like a little hop, and it also homes.
Yeah, it actually is also a counter hit launcher.
There you go.
Just a little flop launch.
You get a little flop launch there. And also, she has back 2, which seems to be her best option.
My
because
favorite. My personal favorite.
I think
You're enjoying it way too much, Mike.
I like this move a lot.
It's quick, it's mid, and it knocks him down on normal hit.
And look how far it sends him for a wall splat. Oh, wow.
There you go, for an easy combo. Now let's move on to the bound moves. So her first bound move is her stance forward 3 and then 1-2-4.
Yeah, this is typically what you can use in combos.
And she also has down forward 1+2, down 1, down 1+2, and then you follow that up with 2-4.
And she comes out of the ground for a bound.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
Forward 3+4, and then 2-4.
Oh.
Also the same, but
Yeah,
just a different way
exception-
of getting into it.
Right, this one you can basically use in a combo easier.
Right. Okay, not bad. And then also wall standing 1-1. So she has definitely a good number of options for her bound moves in different situations.
A plethora of bound
A
moves.
plethora of options. So
Alright, Mike, so let's go ahead and talk about her notable moves.
Alright, so now let's talk about Kunimitsu's notable moves. As Britt mentioned earlier, she has a lot of evasive attacks. Not really attacks, evasive moves that she could use, like up back 3 to kind of like sidestep left, and it kind of evades lows as well. And she also has up 3 where you can hold twice and she'll jump again. Wee, wee. Alright, cool.
she jumps twice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness, twice.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and basically you just have to hold up after it.
So this kind of stuff you could kind of use creatively to kind of get out of sticky situations. Like, let's say your back's at the wall. Oh my god, I gotta switch sides, So you can kind of use that all creatively. And yeah, they're not really attacks, but positioning is a big part of fighting games. So keep that in mind. Next thing I want to talk about is her 2-2 string. I personally like this string. It's a high mid jab punisher as well, and it's really good. And she also has a 1-1. Both of her jab punishers are pretty much always high mid, but I prefer the 2-2 because of the range. Another thing she has a really good punisher for is her forward 2-3. It's great for punishing hop kicks. It also does wall splat and a lot of range on the first attack, so it's really good. And much like Yoshimitsu, you can kind of apply a full crouch game, but Yoshimitsu is unblockable.
Right.
So hers, you have to commit more than Yoshi and risk more. But the low, she does get a mini combo out of it, which is pretty good damage and still good enough to make them want to duck. She can do a hop kick for the mix-up, or she could also do a while standing 3 as well, which is also tag bufferable. So it's really good in that sense.
Yeah, and her while standing 3 actually isn't even launch punishable, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's not that bad. And she also has while standing 2 if you want to be safer, and it does offer a nosebleed stun opportunity. If they hold down by accident, they will fall to the ground, and so on and so forth. And it also does hit grounded, look at that. She also has some familiar moves like Yoshi's back 1. Not that useful other than in combos, but she also... Oh, another thing that they brought back from Yoshi is her forward 4. It's kind of unique that a Tekken character has a move that's faster than jab speed, but yeah, this is really good for punishing moves that have a lot of range, and also offers a knockdown, so you could actually use this in situations against the wall, and score a full combo as well. Yeah, and so on and so forth. Another move I want to talk about is her back 4-3. This move is pretty juicy because it's natural combo. Tons of damage, you know, like what is that, 48?
Yep.
48 damage, and on the second hit they can't sidestep it, interrupt it, or anything. So it's really good, and on block it gives a lot of pushback. Oh, but there we go.
Yeah, I mean, basically you have to step the first hit. If you block the first hit at all, you're just stuck in that position.
Yeah, but that's what the back 2 is for. I personally like back 2 a lot, especially when you're keeping them at a wall. Like, oh, where are you going? There you go. Look how far that is. And then you just get a bind into a full combo. So, a lot of useful stuff. Another really good move is her down forward 2. That's a lot more range than it seems.
Yeah, it seems like it almost high crits because she ducks a little bit before
Yeah,
it as
it's
well.
really good. And then another thing that's good about her hop kick, even though the range is a lot shorter than an average hop kick, it's actually a hop knee, so you can't get parried. And there's actually an extension to it with a 4-3-4.
Yeah, it sends them super high.
And you can also get a full combo. She also has a cool run-up throw, kind of like Law, but the break is totally different. It's kind of you have to hold down to break it. There's no button presses, actual button presses to break this throw. You have to hold down to have her jump.
Damn, back turn throw.
And then she also has another throw to set up back turn stuff as well, because she can go into back turn with back 3+4, or a couple other ways like just back 4 by itself. Up forward 1+2.
Sorry.
Will get you into back turn, and then you could do stuff like back turn 1+2, or you could do back turn 3 for a mid, back turn down 4 for double hitting low, and so on and so forth.
She has a ton of moves.
She has a grip of move. She also has 4-4-3 into a 2. This is also a low combo starter, great stuff as well. And another thing as well is her forward 4 is pretty much going to be her basic bread and butter move to go to in a combo to get her stance forward 1-2-4.
Right, and in general overview, I mentioned that she has a stance from forward 3, but we didn't talk about the options out of it. So if you want to talk about those options, really quick.
Yeah, forward 3 is really good. Her best move, in my opinion, to close the distance and trying to score some damage is forward 3-2. On normal hit, it doesn't do anything, but it is safe on block, and it is mid, and the speed is relatively fast. And as you notice right there, it does give a stun on counter hits. So you can also get a full combo after that on counter hit. So that's a really useful move to close the distance and get a full combo off of. Also, another thing to note is that she can also do forward 3 into the run-up throw by doing forward 3 1+4. She can also do the flip, which will actually be only primarily used for combos, but and she also has her 1-2-4 as well.
Cool. So I guess that wraps up the majority of Kunimitsu. She's got a couple other things. I think her sidestep 3+4 is also a combo starter, just like, or at least from certain angles, similar to her
full crouch down forward 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, just like that. And then she also has a quick little thing like her unblockable, and that's really good. And
oh, that was tight.
yeah, she has her unblockable that I believe you could.
Oh wow.
Sorry.
So you can believe you can't start a combo.
You back 4.
Oh, I see. So yeah, you can start a combo off of her unblockable. You could try to come up with some crazy situations to get combos off of that as well. And there was another thing I wanted to talk about too. Oh yeah, another move that's really good in my opinion is her back 1+2.
Yeah.
That move is safe, practically safe on block. It's you're not gonna get launched for it, and you could use it up close as a mid mix-up. It's actually high mid, but it's still a safe second hit mid, so you're gonna get a full combo after that as well. So.
Anything else?
Yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Cool. Kunimitsu has got some pretty crazy combos.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I think actually she's got like the easiest to do, coolest, flashiest looking combos.
Yeah, definitely flashy. Woo, flip around.
Yeah, so that about wraps things up. Be sure to follow us at Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube /levelupyourgame. Check out the website at levelupyourgame.com and tune in next time to level up your game.